Are you up against a roadblock in life? I want you to stay tuned as I share with you how you can not only push forward, but come out even better. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to another edition of A Cup of Joe, where we serve up that boost of inspiration to keep you going. And folks, today I want to talk to you about roadblocks. Yeah. You know about those roadblocks. Listen, just the other day in Charleston, I was driving down Highway 61. For those of you that are familiar with Highway 61, beautiful, very scenic highway, but it's also a two-lane road. And so as you're traveling down Highway 61, if it's flowing, it's great. But if there's a roadblock or construction, you're going to be there for a little while. And that's exactly what happened to me. I was on my way home from work and traveling through the 5 o'clock traffic down Highway 61. It comes to a complete stop. So now we're all waiting and waiting and waiting. Would we ever move? And so now it's to this type of traffic where you just put it in park. You're like, okay, guess I'm gonna be here for a minute. And so whatever this roadblock was, whether it was construction, whether it was an accident, we're now forced with the decision of, do we keep going forward on our route or do we turn around? And so one car, U-turn. Then you notice the next car, U-turn. I look in the rearview mirror, U-turn. And see, here's the thing that I learned in this specific moment that I want to share with you, is no more than 1 or 2 minutes after those people took a U-turn. And by the way, the new route that they were going towards was probably going to take them 20 to 30 minutes longer to get back to where they were going. Within just a couple of minutes of them making a U-turn, the traffic started. The traffic got back to the normal pace, and we were on our way to our intended destination. And what it made me realize in that moment is that a lot of times when we come up to a roadblock in life, the roadblock isn't there to stop us. The roadblock is there to just test us. I want to make sure you caught that. The roadblock that's in your life right now, the roadblocks that come up that we think are there to stop us, like, oh man, I can't believe this is going to prevent me from getting to my intended destination. Here's what I learned: it's there to test you. The roadblock is there to test you. Are you committed to staying on track and plowing through the roadblock until you reach the intended destination? Because for many of you, for many of us, when we hit that roadblock, we're ready to make a U-turn. That roadblock was the first thing, that first moment of resistance, and now we've just fled and gone into a different direction. And by the way, that new direction, yes, you're moving. Yes, you feel like you're on a better path because you're moving. Actually, you're moving further away from your intended destination. If you would have just stayed with it, if you would have just said, you know what, it's not here to stop me, it's here to test me, how committed am I to pushing all the way through? I think what you're going to find is not only will you still arrive at your destination faster, but you're going to arrive with more purpose because you didn't turn around and quit on that route. I believe a lot of times when you find that roadblock and you see it as a test and not a stop, I believe that you're going to find that you're going to have a greater lesson that you will learn, but then you'll also be able to teach and model for other people. And so folks, today I want you to think about it. What is that roadblock? What is that roadblock that you've come up against? That, you know what, in the back of my mind, you're right, Joe, you're right. You know, I've been thinking about it. Maybe I should just turn around and go the other direction. Maybe I just not meant to arrive. I want you to know that that roadblock is not there to stop you. That roadblock is simply there to test you. How will you grade out? How will you grade out on this test of the roadblock that's come to be placed in your way? Are you going to push through? Are you going to keep moving forward? When the slightest little bit of resistance comes, when the first thing comes to stand in your way, will you just make the commitment to say, you know what? I'm going to arrive at my intended destination, roadblock or not. So folks, keep pushing. Do not allow anything to stop you. It's just there to test you. I'm so thankful that you would join me for today's Cup of Joe. If you found some benefit from it, why don't you share it? Maybe somebody else needs to hear this message that has come up against a roadblock, that they're ready to quit, they're ready to throw in the towel. I want you to tell them it's not over. This is just a test, baby. This is not here to stop us. It's just a test of how committed are you to continue moving forward. And until next time, I wish you all the best. Continue pushing forward. Do not allow a roadblock to stop you, but grade out well on the test that it's bringing to you. Thank you so much.